Philip Walton writes, greetings and salutations to everyone at the awesome panel. Australian fan here. I have two questions molded into one. I watched a recent episode of AMC primarily based on the Oscars and remember John saying how Colin Farrell was not even nominated for Best Supporting Actor, possibly because the trailers didn't show him. Also, Dennis said something about how a potential Best Picture can be snubbed because it underperformed financially. This is interesting because I thought box office performance should be irrelevant when it comes to the quality of Oscar-worthy nominations. Doesn't it all defeat the purpose of the Oscars if advertising methods and box office performance is taken into account? Keep up the terrific work.
Well, I mean, a couple things to keep in mind here. I didn't say that I think Colin Farrell didn't get nominated for an Academy Award because he wasn't in the commercials. What I actually specifically said, what I was talking about was that, you know, if Disney didn't even show any faith or appreciation that they had Colin Farrell and his performance in their own movie and wouldn't even put it in the commercials, maybe that rubs certain Academy voters a certain way. It's not just because he was in the commercials, but perhaps why he was in the commercials. And I could have been completely wrong about that. I mean, that was just me theorizing. Now, as far as the commercial success of films go, remember, one of the criticisms that a lot of people have levied against the Oscars over the years is the fact that they've always nominated not commercially successful films. It's all movies none of us have ever seen was often a big complaint. So I don't think historically at all that the Oscars and the Academy just nominate and vote for films that are big commercial successes, because we have all often complained over the years that it's always all these little artsy films that nobody has ever seen. It's only been in the last couple of years that we've seen some really commercially successful films also be amongst the best films of the year and being nominated. So I really don't think that a commercial success or failure of a film has much influence over Academy voters, because historically they haven't. Anyway, Dennis, how do you see it?
Well, technically the box office success or failure doesn't, it's not supposed to affect the voters, but I will say that if a movie gets certain amount of success, it'll get more buzz. Like a movie like Mud, right? Got no nominations for the Oscars, but if that movie had made, let's say, $100-something million, I think there would be. I think there would have been a lot more attention to it, and you would have gotten maybe a nomination for Matthew McConaughey, but they went with Dallas Buyers Club instead. You might have gotten maybe a nomination for screenplay or something like that. So I think that while technically it's not supposed to matter, I think attention-wise it does.
See, I don't know. I think this year, like a film like Nebraska, for example, I think 18 people have seen that movie, and all of them are related to Bruce Dern. I mean, so seriously, and yet it's gotten a lot of buzz. So I just don't know that I subscribe to that theory that if it had made more money, it would have gotten more attention from the Academy voters, because I think there's August, Osage County, nobody saw that. Dallas Buyers Club, as much buzz as there is about it, next to nobody saw it. Nebraska, nobody saw it. But these are all films that are getting a lot of Oscar push and Oscar buzz. So I mean, I don't know. It's possible, though.
But then also you have the fact that studios put in money for your considerations, to put the ads in Variety, Hollywood Reporter, or wherever to kind of pitch to the voters who they want. And that's, you know, if that didn't work, they wouldn't do it.
Oh, good point.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.